Hi, good morning and welcome back to Thornton Auto Care. And what we are doing today is we're working on a '06 CLK 350 and we're replacing the turn signal switch on this automobile. And to do this job, you have to complete disassemble of the steering wheel, and the the turn signal switch to get the wipers to work. You also have to remove the steering angle sensor and the some couple of other switches. So this is a very intense job, and I really would recommend someone to do this job unless they're professional working on this vehicle. But here you can see we have to do a complete disassemble of the steering wheel and reassemble. So right now we have to put back the steering lock with a switch on the car, and after getting this inside, it could be a little couple of adjustments that you got to do to get the panels all to line back up. And there he goes, and there is a bolt, a Torx head bolt, about a 4mm Torx bolt that has to go back to lock the switch into place, and it goes from the bottom, and you can see this needs to be tightened all the way. Now, I don't recommend some person to attack this job unless you're a professional technician, and I'll say A-class technician. But this job have a lot to do with customer safety. You don't want the steering wheel to come loose on the customer while they're going down the street. Okay, all right. Now we have to put back a small switch that goes on the side of the motor. Oh, so that switch is in place. Now we have to put back our steering angle. There's a small tab that comes with the steering wheel that you have to lock the steering angle sensor, because if you refuse to put this red tab into the car, you can have a lot of potential damage towards it could also destroy your steering angle, and it could also cause the airbag light to come on in the car and cause plenty of other malfunctions. So we want to make sure that this is in place. Yeah. And this is a very delicate piece, so you don't want to have to force it. It should all go in easy. And you want to put back your clips. There you go. There you go. Clips are in, and once we get the clips back in, put some more that you have to get back on the side of this vehicle. And the way I like to do it, I like my vehicle to go back the same way it came from the factory. I don't like there to be any evidence of any person tampering with the vehicle. We have the steering angle sensor, we have a lock that we have to remove in order to get our steering wheel back on. So what I want to do is to route these airbags harness and the horn harness back into the vehicle first. Then I remove my lock assembly. I try not to let this steering wheel turn too much off course. There's also a very small alignment pin right in here that has to line up with this slot, and you want to make sure that you're accurate as possible, otherwise there are going to be a lot more thing. Yeah, that is in place. The steering wheel is in place, and we have a bolt that goes into the center, and this bolt must be torqued to specifications. The bolt must be torqued to specifications. And you know, we're not going. The bolt must be taught to specifications, and your airbag sensors are hooked back up into the connectors right at the back of the airbag. Like I said again, an amateur should not try to attack this job. It goes back in, and afterwards we can check and see if our wipers work, and there might be a little bit of relearning or reprogramming for this car. Again, I want to thank you for visiting Thornton Auto Care, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.